Erin Brinkman is paying me a nice compliment. She says, "Oh my God, the maturity of this, if applied to most aspects of life, could literally save the world and make it a wonderful place to live." So thank you, Erin. And I'm going to tell you something that you already know, which is I think the internet would be a much kinder place if all of us were required to use our real names, like you and I are doing. I think the problem is when people post anonymously, they feel like they can finally say how they feel inside without any ramifications. They feel empowered. I can be a dick. No, I can be super dick. All right, super dick. We all liked you better when you were just yourself, though, right? I think this is something that I've learned just from being a writer, which is not every thought in my head is worthy of making it to the page. And it's the same thing with people who post sometimes. Like, you don't have to express every single thought in your head, especially if it's a mean one. When I was a kid, here's a fun story. We lived in a quiet little street. And part of my chores to make my allowance, my dad would say, "I want you to go outside and police up," which was an army term. He was in the army for a while. And it meant, keep it nice. So I had to clean up the litter. And I remember saying, "Dad, this is not my litter. I didn't throw any of this out." And he was like, "I don't care. I want you to pick it up because I don't want to look at it." And I'm like, "Well, why don't you pick it up then? Do you want to smack?" Back then, you were allowed not only to threaten your kids with violence, but you could follow through. Anyway, I would go outside. I was like 7 years old. I'd pick up the litter up and down the street. And not only that, he didn't even give me one of those fun little pokers. I had to pick it up with my hands. Not only that, he wouldn't even give me gloves. Talk about super dick. So anyway, I'm picking up garbage with my hands. That was my chore. And to this day, even when I go for a run in the trails outside in our neighborhood here, if I see litter, I pick it up. Like my dad's still watching me. And it's because, this is strange, but I feel like, well, if I'm the one picking up the litter, it must be my trail, even though it's a public trail. I feel like, well, it must be mine. I'm the only one taking care of it. And when I see other people picking up litter, I'm like, okay, good. It's our trail now. And so that's how I feel about my little page, my little corner of the internet. I'm going to keep it nice. I don't want to look at it. And when someone comes on my page, and this might be a little harsh, but if I detect any kind of negativity from them, aimed at me or whatever, you're gone. I don't give you a second chance. You're blocked. Why? Because I don't want to look at it. I want to keep my little corner of the internet nice. That's all I can do. People say, "What about free speech?" No, there's no free speech here. This is the People's Republic of China. I block you. You're gone because I don't want to look at it. It just gives me peace. Anyway, that's just my take. Thank you again, Erin. For more of what it's like to be a TV writer, keep following me at Michael Jamin Writer.